Hi. See, yesterday we have seen about the open chain organic compounds. They are also called as aliphatic compounds. Okay, or else acyclic compounds. Now, today we learn about cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds, they are also called as closed chain compounds, or else they are also called as ringed compounds. Rings, or else ringed compounds. The cyclic compounds are basically they are classified into two categories based on the nature of the carbon chain, nature of the based on the nature of atoms that make the ring, okay. So based on the nature of the atoms that makes the ring, the cyclic compounds are classified into two types. One type of compounds are known as homocyclic compounds, and other type of compounds are called as heterocyclic compounds. Homocyclic compounds. So in homocyclic compounds, the ring, it is made up of only carbon atoms. The ring is made up of only carbon atoms. Such compounds are said to be homocyclic compounds. What are heterocyclic compounds? Heterocyclic compounds. So in the ring may contain some other atoms. Like this. So if ring is made up of only carbon atom, then it is said to be homocyclic. Such compounds are said to be homocyclic compounds. And if the ring contains atoms other than carbon also, then such compounds are said to be heterocyclic compounds. Okay, that means ring is made up of only carbon atoms. Homocyclic means ring is made up of only, or else made up of carbon atoms only. If the ring is made up of carbon atoms only, then such compounds are said to be homocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic means atoms other than carbon are also present. Atoms other than carbon are also present. If atoms other than carbon are also present, then such compounds are said to be heterocyclic compounds. So this is one heterocyclic compound. This is another heterocyclic compound. There are so many heterocyclic compounds in the nature. So like this, the basic difference between homocyclic and heterocyclic we learnt. Now, these homocyclic compounds are further classified. They are further classified into two types. Homocyclic compounds are further classified into two types. What are they? Alicyclic compounds. Okay. Alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. What are alicyclic compounds? What are alicyclic compounds? Cyclic compounds possessing the properties of alicyclic. See, look here, alicyclic. That means these are the cyclic compounds only, but possess the aliphatic properties. That means open chain compounds. The properties possessed by the open chain compounds, okay, those properties are possessed by these compounds also, but they are ringed. Cyclic means ring, ali means aliphatic. So that means cyclic compounds, these are cyclic compounds, these are the cyclic compounds possessing the properties of possessing the properties of aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic compounds. What are aliphatic compounds? Aliphatic compounds are nothing but open chain compounds. Though these compounds are ringed compounds, but they possess the properties of aliphatic compounds. Let us see some examples. Cyclohexane. See, like this, it will be like this. So there are 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ane means, already we have learned ane, alkane. Between any 2 carbon atoms you will find only single bond. Okay, so I mean in open chain compounds we have seen alkanes. So this is this compound shows similar properties with alkane. Cyclohexane. Hex means 6 carbons. Cyclo means ringed. Ane means only single bonds between 6 carbons. See, already this carbon is forming 2 bonds with these 2 carbon atoms. So this hydrogen and 2 other bonds will be with 2 hydrogen. Even this carbon also will combine with 2 hydrogens. Even this carbon also with 2 hydrogens. So like this. Okay. So like this we can tell. I mean this is the structure of cyclohexane. It is a cyclic compound, but possessing the properties of aliphatic compounds. In the same way, cyclopentane. Cyclohexane. What is the formula of cyclohexane? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons, and each carbon is carrying 2 hydrogens. That means C6H12. Cyclopentane. Cyclo, ring. Pent means 5 carbon. A, single bond. That means there are 5 carbons. Okay. There are 5 carbons which will form a ring, ring-like structure, and there will be only single bonds between carbon atoms. So the meaning of this name is like this. So every carbon, as it is having, it is forming 2 bonds with the 2 carbon atoms. So other 2 bonds will be with the 2 hydrogen atoms. So like this, CH2, 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 CH2. So like this. So this is cyclopentane. What is the formula? Molecular formula. So this is a structural formula. Molecular formula, if I write, how many carbons are there? 5 carbons are there. Each carbon is carrying 2 hydrogens. So altogether there will be 10 hydrogens. So this is cyclopentane. So this is an example for alicyclic compounds. So what are alicyclic compounds? The cyclic compounds which possess the properties of aliphatic compounds. What are aliphatic compounds? The compounds which are open chain or else which are not closed, okay, or acyclic are said to be aliphatic. Okay, so like this acyclic compounds are one of the one type of homocyclic compounds. Okay, next, what are aromatic compounds? Aromatic compounds are most important compounds in our chemistry, organic chemistry. The most important compounds are aromatic compounds. What are aromatic compounds? What are aromatic compounds? See, these aromatic compounds, they are ringed structures, that means cyclic. They possess these properties. They are cyclic, okay, and conjugate double bond or triple bond. Conjugate double bond, conjugated double bonds, conjugated double bonds. Okay. Next, planar and possess 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So these are the four main properties which makes the compounds to be aromatic. That means any compound, if it is a aromatic compound, then it should be cyclic, it should possess conjugated double bonds, okay, and it should be planar molecule, and it should contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. If I take one example and explain, then you will be it will be clearly understood. See, so this one is according to so this one is according to Huckel's rule. Huckel, Huckel, Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule says that the aromatic compounds are the compounds which are cyclic, conjugated double bonds, planar, and they contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Let us take one example. What is n? N means number of rings. Number of rings. N means number of rings, and its value may be 0 ring or 1 ring or 2 rings or 3 rings and so on. Okay. Let us take example benzene. What is the formula of benzene? Benzene C6H6. This is the most important example one should know. So 6 carbons will form a cyclic structure. That means 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 carbons will form a cyclic structure like this. Next, conjugated double bond. What is the meaning of conjugated double bond? That means between 2 carbon atoms, if there is a double bond, then between the next 2 carbon atoms there will be only single bond, and again between the next 2 carbon atoms there will be double bond, and next single bond and next double bond. That means double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, like this. That means there are these double bonds are alternative in position. If the double bonds are present in the alternate positions, then such a system is said to be conjugated double bond system. Okay, so a compound to be an aromatic, compulsorily it should be cyclic, and it should contain conjugated double bonds, and also it should be planar. What is the meaning of planar? Planar means the atom should lie in the same plane. Generally, planar, when the atom undergo sp2 hybridization, when the atom undergo sp2 hybridization or sp hybridization, then those atoms, if all the atoms are undergoing sp2 hybridization or sp hybridization, then those atoms are said to be in the same plane. Otherwise, these atoms won't be in the same plane. Okay, in the cyclic substructure, if all the carbon atoms or else all the atoms which are forming the ring, either they should be sp2 hybridized or sp hybridized, then only that molecule will be a planar molecule. Otherwise it is not a planar molecule. That means all the atoms, they will lie in the same plane. Okay, so C6, 6 carbons are arranged like this. See, if you closely observe, every carbon is forming 3 bonds. This carbon is also forming 3 bonds. This carbon is also forming 3 bonds. So like this, every carbon is forming 3 bonds. But carbon should form how many bonds? 4 bonds. So where is the other bond? So the other bond will be with the hydrogen. Like this. See, look here. This is a planar structure. 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 So entire molecule is planar. Okay, if entire molecule is planar, then only it will be aromatic. Otherwise it won't be aromatic. So these are the things must and should possess to be aromatic by a molecule. Okay, and 4n plus 2 pi electrons. What are pi electrons? See, look here, the electrons which are related to pi bonds, the electrons which belong to pi bonds are said to be pi electrons. See, here it is a double bond. It is a double bond, it is a single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, like this. So if there is a double bond, one bond will be sigma bond and another bond will be pi bond. So like this. So how many pi bonds are there? How many pi bonds are there here? Here there are 3 pi bonds. Already we know a pi bond is nothing but a pair of electrons or else 2 electrons. So every pi bond contains 2 pi electrons. So altogether how many pi electrons are there? How many pi electrons are there? 6 pi electrons are there. Okay. Look here, how many rings are there in this molecule? So this molecule contains only one ring. So number of rings is equal to 1. That means here, instead of n, I will write 1. So 4 into 1 plus 2. 4 into 1 plus 2. Okay, how much it will be? 4 into 1, 4. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. 4n plus 2 pi electrons. That means 6 pi electrons are there. If there is only one ring, then that molecule should contain 6 pi electrons. So check whether there are 6 pi electrons or not. Here 2 pi electrons, 2 pi electrons, 2 pi electrons. So altogether 6 pi electrons are. So that means this molecule is following this rule, this particular rule, Huckel's rule. Hence this molecule is said to be aromatic molecule or else aromatic compound. Benzene is an aromatic compound. Why? Because it is a cyclic structure. It is having conjugated double bonds. It is planar molecule and it contains 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Hence, benzene is a aromatic compound. Okay, any compound to be aromatic, it should possess these 4 properties compulsorily. What are those things? Cyclic, conjugated double bonds, planar and and 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So these four things must be present. Then only the compound is said to be aromatic compound. Let us discuss the same thing with another example. Naphthalene. Already we know what is naphthalene. See, naphthalene, it is a sublimating solid. Generally we use these naphthalene balls to protect the cloths from insects, or else these naphthalene balls are used in the toilets, etc. So naphthalene. Naphthalene, its formula is C10H8. Its formula is C10H8. See how this naphthalene structure looks. What is the structure of this one? So 10 carbon atoms. 1, 2. So like this I am drawing. Simply I am drawing in the form of lines. Remember that each and every corner it is occupied by one carbon. So how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. 10 carbons we have to draw. So 4 more carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this. That means naphthalene contains 2 rings. Okay. Cyclic conjugated double bond. That means suppose if you start from here, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Again double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Okay. Right. So cyclic conjugated double bonds, and it is planar. See, look here. So, how many carbons? 10 carbons. How many hydrogens? 8 hydrogens. So one hydrogen, because already this carbon is forming 3 bonds and 1 bond with the hydrogen. This carbon is also 1, 2, 3 bonds already present with the hydrogen, another bond. This carbon already it is having 4 bonds, and even this carbon is also having 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. Now this carbon, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. If you observe closely this carbon, how many sigma bonds are there on this carbon? 1, 2, 3 sigma bonds only. That means it is undergoing sp2 hybridization. So every carbon, if you see, if you observe, it is having sp2 hybridization. That means all atoms, now they are in the same plane. All 10 carbon atoms and 8 hydrogen atoms, all the atoms, they lie in the same plane. Hence it is a planar molecule. Cyclic, conjugated double bonds, planar, and 4n plus 2 pi electrons. What n stands for? N stands for number of rings. So how many rings are there? 2 rings are there. So 4 into 2, 4 into n plus 2, plus 2. Okay, so these many pi electrons. So how many? 4 2s are 8 plus 2, okay, is equal to 10 pi electrons. If there are 2 rings, then it should contain 10 pi electrons. Let us check whether 10 pi electrons are there or not. See here, one pi bond, another pi bond, another pi bond, another pi bond. So altogether how many pi bonds? 5 pi bonds are there. All other bonds are sigma bonds. So as there are 5 pi bonds, each pi bond carries 2 pi electrons. So altogether 10 pi electrons are there. So that means, so according to this rule, According to Huckel's rule, so this molecule, when it is having 2 rings, it should possess 10 pi electrons. So now even naphthalene is also having 10 pi electrons. So as naphthalene is satisfying all these conditions, then naphthalene is said to be aromatic compound. Okay, so like this, naphthalene is also an aromatic compound. So generally benzene is written like this. This is benzene. Okay, and naphthalene is written like this. It is drawn like this. Naphthalene contains 2 rings and it is drawn like this. And another structure, let us take another example, anthracene. Anthracene contains 3 rings. Can you guess how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. C14. And there should be alternate double bonds, because anthracene is example for aromatic compound, so it should possess alternate double bonds. So a double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond, single bond. See, if you go in this way, so this is the continuation. So double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Okay, next, double bond, single bond, double bond, double bond, single bond, and it should be double bond. So like this, the structure of naphthalene will be, okay, conjugated double bonds are there, and planar. So here every carbon, it is having 1 hydrogen, because already 3 bonds are there. So except these, the carbons which connect the 2 rings, already they have 4 bonds. Other carbons, we have to add 1 hydrogen to each other carbon. So like this, how many hydrogens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hydrogens are there. C14, H10. Actually this is the formula of anthracene. See, if you see anthracene, okay, so cyclic, it's a cyclic compound, it's a conjugate, it is having conjugated double bonds, it's a planar, because every carbon, it is having only 3 sigma bonds. 3 sigma bonds means sp2 hybridization. As all atoms are sp2 hybridized atoms, so hence all these atoms, they are said to be, whenever a ring contains all sp2 hybridized atoms, then that ring will be, then that molecule will be a planar molecule. Next, 4n plus 2 pi electrons. As there are 3 rings, so n value will be 3. Now n value will be 3. So now 4 into 3 plus 2. Okay, 4 into plus 3 2 into 3 plus 2 pi electrons. Okay, so how much? 4 into 3, how much it will be? 12 plus 2 is equal to how many? 14 pi electrons should be there. Now let us check whether 14 pi electrons are there, because it is having 3 rings. When a compound is having 3 rings, if it is aromatic compound, it should possess how many? 14 pi electrons. Let us check. So how many pi bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pi bonds are there. So each pi bond contains 2 pi electrons. So altogether there are 7 into 2, that means 14 pi electrons. So according to the formula, it should be 14 pi electrons, and even this structure is also having 14 pi electrons. Hence this structure, as it is having all these properties, then this compound is said to be aromatic compound. So in this way, aromatic compounds we can discuss. Okay, so anthracene, anthracene contains how many rings? 3 rings which are fused like this, which are linearly fused. So it is called as anthracene. It is called as anthracene. Okay. See, simply this is the outline diagram, outline structure for anthracene, outline structure for naphthalene, outline structure for benzene. So we don't show hydrogen atoms in the outline structures. Simply the carbon atoms are represented by corners. Okay, like this. Another compound, phenanthrene. Phenanthrene. So phenanthrene also will be similar to anthracene, but it will be angular. So this is anthracene. Anthracene. What is this one? Naphthalene. What is this one? Benzene. So phenanthrene will be like this. One ring, another ring, and the third ring will be, it will be like this. The third ring will be like this. So here alternate double bonds we will write double bond, single bond, double bond, 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 double bond, single bond, double bond. So like this. So this is the structure of phenanthrene. So phenanthrene, it is also cyclic, conjugated double bonds, planar, and it contains 4n plus 2 pi electrons. 1, 2, how many rings are there? 3 rings. So 3 rings, when 3 rings are there, it should contain 14 pi electrons. So now check 14 pi electrons are there or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pi bonds are there. Every pi bond contains 2 electrons, 2 pi electrons. Hence 7 into 2, 14 pi electrons are there. So all the 4 properties are satisfied by this compound. Hence it is an aromatic compound. So like this aromatic compounds will be. Okay. So all aromatic compounds are homocyclic. That means the ring is made up of carbon atoms only. The ring is made up of carbon atoms only. Okay. It is not having any other atoms. All the atoms which makes the ring are carbon atoms only. Okay, hence these compounds they come under homocyclic compounds. Homocyclic compounds are classified into alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. So now we have seen what are aromatic compounds and how with examples also we have seen. Okay, so this is called as Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule. So I am rubbing it off. So Huckel's rule says that if a molecule is aromatic, then it should be cyclic, it should contain conjugated double bonds, it should be planar, and it should contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Okay, so this is given by whom? Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule. So aromatic compounds can be decided by Huckel's rule. Okay, right. Next, so this is all about homocyclic compounds. Homocyclic compounds. Homocyclic compounds are classified into alicyclic and aromatic. And these aromatic compounds are further classified. These aromatic compounds are further classified into benzenoids, benzenoids and non-benzenoids. Non-benzenoids, benzenoids, non-benzenoids. What are benzenoids? Benzenoids contains benzene ring. Okay, benzene rings. Benzenoid, we have seen benzene is a benzenoid. So generally, instead of writing like this, I can write the structure like this also, because this double bond will shift. These double bonds will, as they are alternate double bonds, they will delocalize. That means this double bond will come here and this double bond will come here. This double bond will move here. That means they delocalize. That means they keep on moving. So as they keep on moving, so we can draw a circle like this. So this is benzene. Okay, benzenoid contains benzene rings. Here naphthalene is also a benzenoid because it contains two benzene rings fused. Two fused benzene rings. So naphthalene is also a benzenoid. Phenanthrene, anthracene, all these are benzenoids. Okay, what are benzenoids? Benzenoid contains, they contain one or more benzene rings. Benzene rings. What are benzenoids? The compounds which contains one or more benzene rings are said to be benzenoids. So benzene, naphthalene, anthracene, okay, phenanthrene, okay, so like this, all these are said to be benzenoids because they contain one or more benzene rings. They are made up of benzene rings. Aromatic compounds with benzene rings, aromatic compounds with benzene rings, one or more benzene rings are said to be benzenoids. Then what are non-benzenoids? Non-benzenoids. We will learn examples of non-benzenoids. What are non-benzenoids? Non-benzenoids are aromatic compounds without benzene ring. They do not contain benzene ring. Okay, for example, take a compound like this. This is called as cyclopropenyl cation. Important. Cyclopropenyl cation. Prop means 3 carbons. So 1 carbon, 2nd carbon, 3rd carbon. So 3 carbons are there. Cyclo, that means cyclic, that means ringed. Prop, ene means double bond. Enyl means actually here how many bonds are there? This carbon 1, 2, 3 bonds. Hydrogen, so 4 bonds. This carbon already 3 bonds are there. Hydrogen. So here one hydrogen is not there. Here actually there should be one hydrogen, but that hydrogen is removed. Okay, that is why it is said to be yl. Ene means double bond. Ene means double bond. Yl means one hydrogen is removed. Cation. Okay, now it is having positive charge, and it is said to be cation. Now let us check whether it is a aromatic or not. So to be aromatic, what are the properties? It should be cyclic. It should contain conjugated system. Okay, it should be planar, and it should contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Then only the compound should be aromatic. See, look here, it is a cyclic. Okay, Then conjugated system. Conjugated system. What is conjugated system? Conjugated system may be like this. That means a double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. So like this. So entire molecule it should contain alternate double bond and single bond. Suppose if I write like this. Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. So it is a conjugated system. Suppose if I write like this, another compound like this. Here what is happened? Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, and after single bond again single bond is coming. Hence it is not a conjugated. It is not a conjugated system. Okay. So conjugated system contains alternate double bonds. So throughout this cycle, throughout this ring, there should be alternate double bonds. So here alternate double bonds, they are not here, they are not present. Two single bonds continuously are there. Hence that conjugated system is absent in this. Suppose if it is having like this, then it is a conjugated. Okay, right. Now one more thing. Suppose if it is like this. So a pi bond, single bond, and the carbon, if it is having positive charged carbon alternate to the double bond, so double bond, single bond, positive charged carbon, then also it is said to be conjugated system only. Okay, so conjugated system means it may be like this also. So this is also a conjugated system. Okay, so like this is also conjugated system. Suppose if it is like this. Can I call it as a conjugated system? No, because double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, positive charge. Okay, but after this single bond, again single bond is coming. Hence it is also not a conjugated system. Okay, suppose if it is like this. So we will learn about this conjugated system later on, not now. So for time being, just let us learn about the benzenoids. So non-benzenoids, they do not contain benzene ring, but they are aromatic in nature. Okay, now here it is having conjugated system, cyclic, conjugated system. It is planar molecule, and it is having 4n plus 2 pi electrons. 4n plus 2 pi electrons. How many benzene rings are there here? How many benzene rings? Is there any benzene ring? No benzene ring. So actually N stands for number of benzene rings. So here there are no benzene rings. So 4 into 0, 4n plus 2. That means 4 into 0, because this is not a benzene ring. So N stands for number of benzene rings. So here, as this is not a benzene ring, so I am using 0 instead of N plus 2. So how much it should be? So already we have seen N may contain values starting from 0 and up to it may be any number. So 0 also, N carries 0 also. Hence 4 into 0 plus 2. How much? only, okay, these many pi electrons. Even these many pi electrons are present, then also it is aromatic. So now this molecule, is it having 2 pi electrons or not? Yes, because this is a pi bond and every pi bond contains 2 pi electrons. Hence this molecule is a aromatic molecule, but it is not a benzenoid because it is not having any benzene ring. Okay, it is a non-benzenoid but aromatic. See, aromatic compounds are classified into benzenoids, non-benzenoids. That means non-benzenoids are also aromatic in nature. So this is a non-benzenoid, it is also aromatic in nature. Another example let us learn for non-benzenoids. So the structure is most important. Okay. So now this carbon is having 1 unit of positive charge. This carbon, so all these corners are occupied by the carbon atoms. Okay. Now, if there are no bonds, those bonds, if there are no atoms, or else if here this carbon, so only 3 bonds are shown. Then where is the 4th bond? The 4th bond should be with hydrogen. While writing these structures like this, we don't write hydrogens or carbons. Simply we have to understand, based on the bonds only we have to understand. So every corner is occupied by carbon atom. Now this carbon is showing 3 bonds in the ring and the other bond will be with other hydrogen atom. Okay, so like this. So this is another molecule, it is a non-benzenoid. See, this is not having 6-member ring. Is it a 6-member ring? No, it is not a 6-member double bond ring. It's a 7-member ring. Okay, it's a 7-member ring. It's a non-benzenoid. The name of this one is tropylium cation. Tropylium cation. So it's a tropylium cation. Another example. It is called as tropone. It is called as tropone. Okay, we are learning about non-benzenoids. We are learning about non-benzenoids. Another example. So this is what? This is tropone. This is also non-benzenoid. It is called as tropolone. So these are the important non-benzenoids. So which are aromatic in nature. Okay. Another example. I am rubbing it off. Another example. Azulene. Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Okay. So this is called as azulene. Azulene. So these are all what? These are all non-benzenoids. So these are not benzene rings. Benzene ring is a 6-membered ring and it should contain 3 alternate double bonds. But here this is a 7-membered ring. 7-membered ring. This is a combination of 7-membered ring and 5-member ring. So 7-member ring and 5-member ring both are fused. Both are joined to form azolene. So here also it is a 7-membered ring having positive ion, a positive charge on the one of the carbon, this carbon. So these are examples of non-benzenoids. See, generally, what are non-benzenoid compounds? Non-benzenoid compounds are aromatic compounds only without benzene ring. So they are not having benzene ring, hence they are called as non-benzenoids. Okay, so like this, homocyclic compounds can be classified like this. Next we will discuss about heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. What are heterocyclic compounds? Even the heterocyclic compounds are also classified into two classes. One is heterocyclic non-aromatic, okay, and heterocyclic aromatic. Heterocyclic non-aromatic, heterocyclic aromatic. Okay, they are also called as alicyclic heterocyclic. They are also called as other name, alicyclic heterocyclic. Alicyclic heterocyclic. Okay, alicyclic heterocyclic. So if you see the examples of alicyclic heterocyclic compounds, they contain at least one heteroatom in the ring. Heteroatom. They contain at least one heteroatom in the ring. What is the meaning of heteroatom? The atom other than carbon is said to be heteroatom. It may be halogen, or else it may be sulfur, or else it may be oxygen, or else it may be nitrogen. Any other atom it may be. The atom other than carbon is said to be heteroatom. For example, suppose this is a cyclic compound. Here, now this is a ring, but this ring is not made up of only carbon atoms. A heteroatom is present in the ring. This ring is made up of one heteroatom also. Along with carbons, heteroatoms are also present. What are heterocyclic compounds? The cyclic compounds which contain heteroatoms also along with the carbon. That means atoms other than carbon are also present in the ring. Such compounds are said to be heterocyclic compounds. Here it is not aromatic, because to be aromatic it should be cyclic, it should be conjugated, it should be planar, and it should contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So here no property of Huckel's rule is matched here. So it is an example for heterocyclic non-aromatic. It is not aromatic. So what is the name of this compound? This is called as oxirane. See how many bonds are there? 2 bonds. So 2 other bonds will be with 2 hydrogens. So carbon and oxygen always forms 2 bonds only. So it's finished. Okay. So this oxygen is having 2 lone pairs also. What is the name of this one? Oxirane. The name of this compound is oxirane. Oxirane belongs to heterocyclic non-aromatic, or else it is also called as alicyclic heterocyclic compound. Okay, or Okay, so we may call these compounds with this name or else with this name. Oxidane is an alicyclic heterocyclic, or else it is heterocyclic non-aromatic. Another example, see, look here. So all this ring is not made up of only carbon atoms. Even heteroatom is also present in the ring. Hence it is not a homocyclic, it is heterocyclic compound. So how many hydrogens? 4 hydrogens. Carbon always forms only 2 bonds. Oxygen always forms only 2 bonds, whereas carbon forms 4 bonds. So like this. What is the name of this compound? It is called as oxetane. It is called as oxetane. Another compound. So here, every corner is occupied by carbons, but one corner it is not occupied by carbon, it is occupied by nitrogen. So nitrogen forms 3 bonds. So in the ring it is forming 2 bonds, and another bond will be outside of the ring. Okay, so this carbon is having 2 hydrogens outside. Okay, like this, all the carbons, but hydrogen is carrying only 1 hydrogen. What is the name of this compound? It is called as pyrrolidine. Pyrrolidine. This is called as pyrrolidine. It's important compound. Another compound. Okay, what is the name of this compound? See, actually this carbon should contain 2 hydrogens, this carbon also should contain 2 hydrogens, but this oxygen is forming 2 bonds only. So oxygen always will form only 2 bonds. So what is the name of this compound? It is called as tetrahydrofuran. It is called as, I am writing up, tetrahydrofuran, simply THF. It is also called as THF, tetrahydrofuran. So tetrahydrofuran, it is a heterocyclic compound because heteroatom is present in the ring. What is heteroatom? Heteroatom means atom other than carbon. So this is a carbon, but this is oxygen. It's a heteroatom. Okay, hence it is a heterocyclic compound, and it is not a aromatic. It is not showing the properties of aromatic compounds. Hence it is non-aromatic heterocyclic. So like this, these are some of the examples of non-aromatic heterocyclic or else alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. Okay, other name for this one is this. Okay. Now last thing, this is left over. So we will learn about that one now. What is that one? Heterocyclic aromatic. Heterocyclic aromatic. Heterocyclic aromatic. Heterocyclic non-aromatic we have learnt about this one. Okay, this is finished. Now we are learning about this one, heterocyclic aromatic. What are heterocyclic aromatic compounds? That means they contain heteroatom, they are cyclic in nature, and they are aromatic. Let us take one example. Example, pyridine. See, I am writing the structure of pyridine here. Okay, alternate double bonds. So this is a benzene ring. Okay, this is a ring. So here it is having a lone pair, nitrogen is having a lone pair. Right. So it is cyclic, conjugated system, planar. Okay, how many pi electrons are there? So how many pi bonds are there? 3 pi bonds. That means 3 pi bonds. When one ring is there, it should possess 6 pi electrons. So it is having 6 pi electrons. Hence it is a aromatic compound because it is having 6 pi electrons. When one benzene ring is present, it should possess 6 pi electrons. If there is no benzene ring, then it should contains 2 pi electrons. So here one benzene ring is there, so it should contain 6 pi electrons. So now this is pyridine. This is called as pyridine. Pyridine. Pyridine is an example for heterocyclic aromatic. Why it is called as hetero? Because hetero atom is there. This is carbon, this is also carbon, but this is nitrogen. Nitrogen is a heteroatom. What is heteroatom? The atom other than carbon is said to be a heteroatom. Another example, furan. Another example is furan. See, remember that. So, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, and if lone pair, if the atom containing lone pair, okay, if it is present alternate to the double bond, okay, so here then it is this lone pair is also said to be conjugated system. It is also said to be in the conjugated system. Hence, double bond, single bond, lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, lone pair. That means a double bond, okay, a single bond, okay, a lone pair. It is also a conjugated system. Remember. So it is also a conjugated system. So here it is a cyclic compound. It is a cyclic compound. Conjugated system is present. It is a planar structure. Okay, all the atoms they lie in the same plane, and it is having six pi electrons. 6 pi electrons, because this lone pair of electron is involving in delocalization. What is the meaning of delocalization? Delocalization means shifting of bonds. So this bond will shift here, this lone pair of electron will shift here, and this bond will shift here. So this is called as delocalization. When delocalization is there, then it is said to be conjugated system. Conjugated system, it contains delocalization. So here delocalization is possible, hence it is a conjugated system. Okay. So simply I am removing this one. Okay, delocalization is there. So that means this compound is also cyclic, heteroatom is there, hence heterocyclic, and aromatic. Is it aromatic or not? Yes, it is aromatic because it is cyclic compound. It is having conjugated system. It is it is planar molecule, and it is having how many electrons? 4n plus 2 pi electrons. 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So here, though it is not a benzene ring, but it is having only one ring, and that too how many electrons? So here this lone pair of electron is involved in conjugation, hence this lone pair of electron is also said to treated as pi electrons, because they will convert into pi bond. These electrons move here, these electrons move here, these electrons move here. When these electrons move here, they form pi bond. So hence 2 pi electrons, 2 pi electrons, 2 pi electrons. Altogether 6 pi electrons are there. So when one ring is there, so it should contain 6 pi electrons. So hence it is a aromatic. So hence it is heterocyclic and aromatic in nature. What is the name of this compound? The name of this compound is furan. F-U-R-A-N. Furan. Furan. Okay. In the same way, some other compounds, pyrrole, okay, pyrrole, here also this electron, lone pair of electron will involve in conjugation, okay, conjugated system. Hence this is heteroatom, it is a cyclic compound, heterocyclic and aromatic nature it is exhibiting. Hence it is said to be a heterocyclic aromatic compound, and the name of this compound is pyrrole. Pyrrole, pyrrole. Okay. Another compound, thiophene. I am drawing here thiophene. 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 So if oxygen is there, it is furan. If instead of oxygen, if nitrogen is there, it is pyrrole. Suppose instead of oxygen or nitrogen, if it is sulfur, then it is called as thiophene. Thiophene is also heterocyclic aromatic. And one more important compound, phenolene. Okay, phenolene. This is called as phenolene. So like this. So these are heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds contains atoms other than carbon. So here atom other than carbon, heteroatom is present. So these are some of the examples of heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So with this, the classification of organic compound based on the carbon chain, it is finished. So in the next class, we will learn about the classification based on the functional group. Okay, bye.